For far too long, schools have failed to deliver for tamariki. Māori often leave primary school without the basics, numeracy and literacy. Charter or partnership schools have been launched amid controversy, but supporters of Te Kura Māori o Wātea in South Auckland believe it may be the answer to Māori educational failure. Here's Renee Kahukura Yosefa.
It's Monday morning and the Hoeta whānau are gearing up for kura. Twin boys Lerons and Kaperiera are new students at Auckland's first Māori charter school Te Kura Māori o Wātea in Mangere.
They're just so amazing and talented, and they can kōrero Māori better than me, and I feel like they're going to be the ones to carry it on for our whānau.
Ayla says she's taking a chance and getting on board the charter waka in the hope it will put her boys on the road to success.
I like the idea that they were extra determined and their whole kaupapa is about getting Māori to achieve, and they want our Māori kids to go further in education.
My name was Kaperiera. My name was Lerons.
Kia ora, my name is Ayla. Welcome to our new kura. A charter school is kind of like a private school, I guess. The point of difference is that they can make their own curriculum. But in saying that, they stick to the same curriculum as other schools, except they say that if they feel the need to change it or take them outside of the classroom, they can.
Today, the kura is officially opened. It's one of 9 charter schools that have been rolled out around the country.
We should not be comfortable about the state.
The Manukau Urban Māori Authority is the partnership sponsor of the school. Chairman Willie Jackson says they're in the business of Māori development, and tamariki and whānau are at the heart of what they do.
This is an opportunity for families in South Auckland who might have felt let down by mainstream schools, and they should know that we care. We care about our kids. You don't write off our kids just because they've been a bit disorderly or been a bit unruly or whatever. Don't write our kids off, particularly when they're only 5, 6, 7 and 8.
It's part of our approach, you know, and is to restore and build their own integrity, their own tino rangatiratanga.
Jackson's wife, Tania Rangihiua, is the school's principal.
There are a myriad of issues affecting our families, whether it's poverty generally, drugs, alcohol, gambling, health issues, you name it, it's all in the mix. And in the mix, our children are right in the middle.
New Zealand's first Māori charter school opened in Northland last year, amid high hopes it could tackle similar issues. But within a year of opening, Te Kura Haurua ki Whangaruru is riddled with problems and already facing closure. Jackson says he understands the issues at the Northland school.
Sadly for the kura, you know, if you don't have the support systems in place, if you don't have the community in place, that kura, whether it's a partnership school or a mainstream school, is going to fail. In this partnership school kaupapa, we've got one school struggling, every other partnership school is doing tremendously well, and so we should just back that rather than get hung up over philosophies.
Charter schools are part of a deal between the ACT Party and the national government. They've been described by critics as the privatisation of the public school system.
We made a picture.
And who's this?
Teddy.
Teddy. Oh, but remember, Teddy only has one eye now.
But supporters of this kura say that being a kaupapa Māori school with a strong community focus is going to make a big difference to the lives of these kids.
The school's on a marae, their classes on a marae, everything's on the marae. Are there kuras like that? I know that every kura has a marae, but this one's in the marae. So I thought that was the first point of difference. The other was that it's about whānau, not just about the children. Like, it's compulsory that whānau have to be involved, and I like that kaupapa.
While dealing with all the challenges of being a single mother, Ayla is completing an honours postgraduate degree in communication studies. She's leading her sons by example, creating a whānau culture of transformation through education.
I want my boys to be happy. I want them to live a life of happiness and love, and to be able to have all the opportunities they can get, like all the opportunities that some of us haven't gotten, like a lot of our whānau and people.
We see the kura not just as a kura, we see it as a one-stop shop. We see our kura as being part of our marae. Here on the marae we have whānau order services that are available for the families. We have counselling services, we have tikanga Māori services, reo Māori services, all available for families.
Okay, so if you stumble across any words...
And it's all the little things the kura does that makes a big difference in achieving the results that will help these kids reach their full potential.
The best that we can do is work with what's in front of us, and that's our goal. We will make sure that the children, when they're in front of us, are safe, that they're happy in their learning environment, that they achieve what they're expected to by the ministry, that hopefully that they will achieve above that, because obviously we want to lift their achievements, and that they have some aspirations when they leave us.
Te tiro ki te atahua.
Today, Laurence is working with Hero Grace. She's one of two assessors who've been brought in to evaluate the educational and learning needs of each and every student.
Whakahoki mai ai kaone.
Hau mōna.
Maharaki koe me pēhea tēnā mahi, pēnei rā tāua.
I raro.
Ka pai huri hia. It gives the teacher information on how well that child is reading, how well that child has understood what he's read, and how fluent he is. And then for the school, well, it gives them data to work with. Ka pai, tēnā koe hoki atu ki tō rūma.
The indicative signs are that our children are either at their learning age or above, which is good. That's really good. There are some children who present with hearing problems. There are some children who come from difficult backgrounds, difficult family situations, who have behavioural problems. We're working with that. But at least we've got a good idea of where the children are at the moment.
It's still early days, but supporters believe the kura could be the answer to addressing Māori failure in the education system.
As much as there is criticism of charter schools, Māori still lead the way in terms of negative statistics and missing out. So this is just another opportunity to fill the gap. This is another opportunity to give some of our kids a chance.
I expect my boys to go on to high school and be at the levels they need to be in both English and Māori. That's what I expect. I expect them to be up to scratch with the education, but also need Māori tikanga as well.
Come on, march it out. Up. Get down there, Joelle.
Ayla says the kura is in step with her aspirations for Laurence and Kaperiera. She says she'll do everything in her power to make sure her boys are successful.
I'm so proud of my boys, and I am pretty determined that the school will be good for them, because it's been so far. But whatever happens, I'll be there to support them 100%, and I'll do whatever I can as a mum to make sure that the kura is doing their best. So I'll do my best as a mum. And my boys are amazing. And I love them so much.